world will be here soon. My, the time sure did fly. I heard it on the news, they'll be here soon.
In July of 2003, the 2010 Winter Games were awarded to Vancouver. Environment Canada Client Services was asked to provide enhanced weather support to the public, media, and emergency response organizations. This is the story of how we met the needs of these three clients. The provision of services began with the Olympic Torch Relay. On each of the 105 days of the longest torch relay in Olympic history, organizers received a weather briefing. The lengthy route crossed all of Canada's climate zones from coast to coast to coast. The briefings showed hourly weather trends using special graphics created by Neil McLennan. Ross Clock led the Torch Relay Briefing Project, working with storm prediction centers across the country. To meet the weather needs of the public, a 2010 Winter Games website was created. Fred Vogelmeyer worked with the National Weather Office team to ensure the website featured every weather observation from Vancouver to Whistler, the specific venue forecasts, satellite images, radar images, and every nugget of climate information for the sea-to-sky corridor. The new website was used to introduce a new interactive point forecast planning tool called the Street Level Forecast. The user simply points and clicks on a map to obtain graphical forecast displays of temperature, precipitation, wind, and cloud cover. To help the media understand the local weather, 9 vignettes were created in both languages. Communications' Tom Wakefield led this project. 2 of the vignettes were especially relevant when El Niño became the big story heading into the games.
El Niño and other weather patterns matter to winter sports fans on Canada's west coast. Why? It's all about the snow. El Niño typically means reduced snowfall from sea level, up to 1,200 meters. The warmer than normal air causes a higher than normal snow line.
In addition to El Niño, a Pineapple Express in January wiped out the entire snowpack at lower elevations on Cypress Mountain.
The Pineapple Express is an extended period of very heavy rain somewhere on the west coast of North America. Once or twice per year, very moist subtropical air from the Hawaiian Islands flows relentlessly towards the British Columbia coast. The soggy air streams over an area for 2 or 3 days. When this happens, conditions really warm up, and the freezing level skyrockets to 2,500 meters.
Local media were all over the melting snow story. Interest from the national media grew as the games approached. Eventually, the missing snow story spread south of the U.S. border, ultimately capturing the attention of international media and The David Letterman Show.
So it has come to this. We have been reduced to a punchline on the late-night comedy circuit.
I do know that they're inviting ticket holders. They're requesting that they bring their own snow.
A little.
So if you're planning on going, do what you can.
They're kind of begging for snow here in Vancouver. The city's experiencing one of the warmest winters on record.
The warm-up is the one hitch in the otherwise very well-executed plans for these games.
In the mountains behind me, there's only about 3 feet of snow. Last year at this time, there was 10 feet of snow.
To keep the media and the emergency planning community informed on a daily basis, a multimedia weather briefing was developed. David Jones led the project to create a new way of communicating weather information online. Several forecasters were trained in webcast production.
Good morning. I'm Environment Canada meteorologist David Jones.
I'm Environment Canada meteorologist Matt McDonald.
I'm Environment Canada meteorologist Doug Lundquist.
Ici René Héroux, météorologue avec Environnement Canada.
Ici André Besson, météorologue avec Environnement Canada.
The webcast, a 3-minute briefing for the Olympic area, was produced daily in both official languages and posted to the media website and YouTube.
The satellite image shows the center of the storm over the Pacific with the associated frontal system moving towards the coast. The leading warm front will usher in much milder air and raise the freezing levels at Cypress from 1,000 meters to 1,700 this afternoon.
Doug Lundquist led the project to manage the high volume of media requests. Anne McCarthy developed the call management system that streamed all requests to a centralized gatekeeper inbox.
Hi, my name is Christian. I'm calling from CBS News in New York.
Telephone requests were converted to visual voicemails, then directed to the appropriate staff by the designated gatekeeper of the day. This proved to be a highly effective way of managing and distributing client requests and will be used in the future during high-impact weather events. Behind the scenes, Giselle Bramwell ensured that client services staff responding to the media had the best climate information to provide some historical perspective on the incredibly warm weather.
It was the warmest January-February combo in 115 years.
With the addition of venue forecasts and observations to the Weather Office website, the system that provides free local weather information via telephone also needed an update. Fred Vogelmeyer took care of updating the ATAD system.
For forecasts and current observations around the Winter Games venues, press 3.
With media from all over the world coming to cover the games, we decided to create a dedicated media briefing room for television and radio interviews. A second workstation was added to accommodate additional staff. The U.S. Weather Channel provided a web camera to conduct live or taped interviews using Skype, a laptop, and a dedicated external web feed. Environment Canada branded banners and posters were installed purposefully for the cameras. An interactive 46-inch smartboard was acquired to enhance our visual presentation and better communicate the weather story. The room was repainted, rewired, recabled, and even got a door. Client services conducted over 120 media interviews throughout the Olympic Games period, reaching an estimated total audience of over 100 million people. Our success in providing timely information would not have been possible without the help of the following people.
But what if it rains? Oh no. What if it rains throughout the Olympic Games? Hey, El Nino, let it snow. We spent a lot of money, we want a big show. Hey, El Nino, let it snow. Canada's going for gold. Oh, Canada may need a little more snow. Could you make it colder? 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 Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, El Nino, let it snow. We spent a lot of money, we want a big show. Hey, El Nino, let it snow. Canada's going for gold. Oh, Canada may need a little more snow. A little more snow. A little more snow. A little more snow. A little more snow.
For those of you who don't habla español, El Nino is Spanish for the Nino.